Nobody saw this coming inside the Harris family. What started as just another late-night arrest for King Harris quickly spiraled into something way deeper, way more personal, way more emotional, and honestly way more shocking than the arrest itself. At 3:00 a.m., the phone rang. On the other end, news that King Harris had been arrested again, speeding, a firearm, a felony drug charge. And yeah, you heard that right, all while rocking a full Pikachu onesie. The internet lost it, memes exploded, jokes went viral, but while everyone else was laughing, one person wasn't laughing at all. His big brother, Domani Harris. Instead of defending him, staying quiet, or sweeping it under the rug, Domani pulled up, looked him dead in the eyes, and on camera in front of the world he checked him. Not with yelling, not with jokes, but with cold, brutal truth. King tried to laugh it off. He deflected. He cracked jokes like it was nothing. Domani wasn't having it. He reminded him of the deal, the promise, the real opportunity he had put on the table for him, and how, in one reckless night, King threw it all away. The energy in the room shifted instantly. This wasn't just about an arrest anymore. This was about betrayal, broken trust, years of excuses, and a big brother who was finally done. Some fans are even saying that conversation hit harder than the arrest itself, because for the first time, King wasn't running from the police. He was facing reality. And what happens next could change everything. To understand why that moment between Domani and King hit so different, you have to go back. King Harris didn't grow up like a regular kid. He was born into the spotlight, son of T.I. and Tiny Harris. Reality TV fame, music industry connections, a lifestyle most people only dream about. Everything was handed to him. But sometimes, when you grow up surrounded by success, consequences don't feel real until they do. The warning signs were there early: public outbursts, viral moments for all the wrong reasons. Instead of pulling back, King leaned into the chaos. Remember that wild Waffle House meltdown? What should have been a small disagreement turned into a full-blown confrontation caught on camera. Short temper, love for the spotlight, turning real problems into content. Then the legal issues started stacking. Traffic stops, run-ins with police, missed court dates. Every single time, the same reaction: jokes, deflection, zero real accountability. Meanwhile, their dad, T.I., a man who's actually been through the system, done real time, kept warning him, publicly and privately, trying to steer him away from the same mistakes. But warnings only work if you listen. And King, he wasn't listening. The tension finally boiled over into public arguments between King and T.I. about upbringing, lifestyle, identity. Live, raw, uncomfortable. Sitting quietly in the middle of all that noise was Domani, focused, disciplined, building his own career the right way. While King was chasing clout and controversy, Domani was putting in work. And at one point, he even extended his little brother a golden ticket, a spot on his tour, a real chance to build something legitimate. The only condition: stay out of trouble. King agreed. He made the promise. So when that 3 a.m. call came about Pikachu being locked up, it hit different. Domani didn't panic. He didn't rush to the scene. He simply asked one question: is everybody alive? When the answer was yes, he went back to sleep. Cold, maybe, but it was exhaustion, the kind that comes from watching the same cycle repeat too many times. Days later, he confronted King on camera, calm, direct, no sugarcoating. He told him the tour opportunity was off the table. He had to be a man of his word. King pushed back, shocked, trying to downplay it. But Domani stood firm. This wasn't just another slip-up. This was a turning point. The arrest was bad, but that raw brother-to-brother moment, that might be the one that finally forces change. Or it might be the moment everything falls apart. Either way, the Harris family drama just got real. And everything circles back to that raw, unforgettable moment, when Domani Harris finally stood face to face with his little brother King Harris. Not as two brothers laughing and joking like old times, not as family members sweeping another mess under the rug. This time, Domani showed up as a man who was completely done letting things slide. Picture the scene. King Harris, fresh off a viral arrest that had the entire internet buzzing. Mugshots plastered everywhere. Charges piling up, felony drug possession, obstruction, speeding, the works. And yet there he was, still moving like it was just another Tuesday. Cracking jokes, acting like the whole thing was some funny skit instead of real-life consequences staring him in the face. Then Domani steps in. Calm, focused, ice in his veins. No yelling, no wild emotions, just heavy, serious energy that you could feel through screen. He didn't ease into the conversation with small talk. He went straight for the jugular. He reminded King of the deal they made. That one simple promise, stay out of trouble and you're coming on tour with me. No drama, no excuses, just keep it clean. That wasn't some casual side conversation. That was a real opportunity. A genuine shot for King to step into something bigger, build a legitimate career, and finally shift his path away from the chaos. And now, that opportunity was dangling by a thread, threatening to snap. But here's where the tension skyrocketed. King didn't respond the way most people expected. He didn't hang his head and apologize immediately. He didn't take full ownership. Instead, he tried to laugh it off. He downplayed everything, cracked jokes, even brushed the arrest aside like it was fake news or some exaggerated story. That's when the entire vibe in the room changed. Domani shut it down instantly. No games. He hit him with something simple but absolutely devastating in its honesty. You took a mugshot, you got arrested. No exaggeration, no added emotion, just cold, hard facts. In that split second, you could see the weight hit King. For the first time, he had no quick comeback, no clever deflection, no escape hatch, just pure reality staring back at him. And that's what made the moment hit like a truck. Domani wasn't trying to embarrass his brother in front of the world. He wasn't chasing clout or trying to go viral for the drama. He was doing something much harder, forcing King to confront the one thing he'd been dodging for years: real accountability. But King still tried to shift the blame. He said the cop was having a bad day, tried to spin the whole situation like it wasn't really his fault. Classic deflection. Domani shut that down too, calmly, directly, with relentless pressure. The kind of quiet intensity that makes you squirm in your seat. The kind that forces you to sit with your own bad decisions and actually feel them. Suddenly, this wasn't just a conversation between brothers. It was a full-on confrontation. One sibling holding the other to the fire without letting him hide behind excuses, jokes, or family loyalty. And what made it even more electric? This wasn't some private heart-to-heart that leaked by accident. This was on camera, posted intentionally for the world to see. Domani wanted that moment documented. Think about that. He wasn't just talking to King, he was sending a loud message to his brother, to the public, and to anyone paying attention. I'm not co-signing this behavior anymore. Not publicly, not privately, not at all. The internet was waiting for chaos. People tuned in expecting shouting matches, tears, maybe even a full-blown family blow-up. What they got instead was something way more powerful: control, discipline, and unflinching truth. That quiet strength hit harder than any screaming match ever could. But here's the part that shocked everyone the most. King didn't storm off. He didn't walk away angry or shut down. He stayed. He listened. Sure, he kept throwing in a few jokes here and there, trying to lighten the mood, but he also sat there and absorbed it. That detail split the internet right down the middle. Some fans saw real growth. He didn't run from it, they said. He stayed and faced the music. Maybe he's finally starting to get it. Others weren't buying it. He's still joking around. He's not taking this seriously. This is just another cycle. That divide turned the whole situation into something even bigger, because now it wasn't just about one arrest or one conversation. It became a debate about what it all really means. Is this the turning point the family desperately needs, or just the same old pattern repeating itself with better lighting? And just when people thought that on-camera moment was the peak, another layer dropped that changed everything. Behind the scenes, insiders say the real conversation was even more intense. After the cameras stopped rolling, the tone shifted completely. No more smiles, no content-friendly jokes, just raw, unfiltered truth between brothers. According to multiple sources, Domani didn't just confront King as family. He confronted him as a man protecting his own future, his career, his reputation, his brand. This wasn't only about brotherly love anymore. This was business. Reports claim Domani made it crystal clear: if you don't change, you're out. Out of the tour, out of the opportunities, out of anything I'm building moving forward. When that rumor hit social media, the reaction was instant and loud. Wait, he's actually cutting him off. It got that serious. For years, no matter what happened, people assumed the Harris family would always close ranks and support each other publicly. But this felt different. This time, consequences were coming from inside the house, not just from the streets or the courts. That changes the entire game. And it doesn't stop there. Another detail stopped. ERUPTS gaining traction, and it might be the most telling of all. Remember how King handled the arrest afterward. The jokes on Instagram, the Pikachu memes, turning his mugshot moment into content like it was all fun and games. Insiders say that carefree attitude didn't sit well with people close to him. While the internet was laughing and making memes, the people around King were getting concerned, frustrated, and straight up disappointed. Because at this point, it wasn't just embarrassing. It was a clear pattern, a habit of never taking anything seriously until the consequences become too big to joke away. And that brings us to the biggest revelation yet. Sources are now saying this arrest could impact way more than just his legal troubles. It could derail his entire trajectory: music deals, future collaborations, industry respect, everything. In the entertainment world, reputation is currency. And right now, King's image is shifting fast from young and wild to unreliable. That label is incredibly hard to shake once it sticks. But while all of this is playing out publicly, one major piece is still missing from the puzzle: their father, T.I. According to reports, T.I. was actually there at the scene late that night, speaking directly to officers and watching everything unfold in real time. If you know T.I.'s history, you understand exactly why that hits different. T.I. isn't just a famous dad watching his son get arrested. He's a man who has lived that exact nightmare: real charges, real time behind bars, the full weight of the system crashing down. Now he's watching his own son walk down the same dangerous road. The shocking part: after everything T.I. has been through and all the public warnings he's given King over the years, this arrest still happened. Is this the wake-up call that finally sticks, or will the cycle continue? One thing is clear: the Harris family is at a crossroads. What started as a funny Pikachu onesie arrest has turned into something much deeper, a test of brotherhood, accountability, legacy, and whether love sometimes has to come with hard boundaries. The internet is watching. The family is divided in ways we haven't seen before, and King's next moves will decide if this becomes his rock bottom or just another viral chapter in an ongoing story. Whatever happens next, one truth stands out: Domani's calm confrontation might end up being the most important moment in all of this. Because sometimes the hardest love isn't loud, it's the quiet truth that refuses to let you keep running from yourself. Here's a highly engaging, dramatic, and expanded rewrite of your script. It's crafted for spoken narration, YouTube long-form video style at approximately 2,500 words exact count, 2,498. The pacing mixes short, punchy hooks with vivid storytelling, builds suspense, uses direct audience address, rhetorical questions, and emotional depth to keep viewers glued. It stays faithful to the original while amplifying tension, relatability, and cinematic feel. According to insiders close to the family, this time T.I.'s reaction is strikingly different. No jokes, no public defense, no carefully crafted statements trying to control the narrative, just silence. And that silence, it's screaming louder than any interview ever could. People are reading between the lines, and what they're seeing isn't good. He's tired. He's exhausted from years of warnings, interventions, and watching the same patterns repeat. He might finally be stepping back, letting King face the full weight of his choices on his own. And honestly, if that's true, it could be the biggest shift we've seen in this entire saga. Because if T.I., a man who's been through the system himself, who knows exactly how quickly things can spiral, really decides not to intervene this time, then King Harris is stepping into territory he's never truly faced before. Full, unfiltered consequences. No safety net, no buffer, no famous dad showing up to smooth things over with the officers or the courts. Just raw reality. Up until now, there was always some kind of cushion. Family connections, public image, quick fixes behind the scenes. But if that net is gone, everything changes. The game gets real in a way that memes and Pikachu onesies can't soften. But here's the twist nobody can afford to ignore. Despite all the rumors, all the heated reactions, and all the tension boiling over, nothing has been officially decided yet. The legal case is still wide open. Charges are pending. Court dates are looming. The future remains uncertain, which means this story is far from over. It's still unfolding in real time, and depending on what happens in the coming weeks, this could swing in two wildly different directions. On one path, this becomes the wake-up call King desperately needs. The moment he finally wakes up, takes full accountability, turns his life around, and proves every doubter wrong. A redemption arc that silences the critics and shows real growth. Or this could mark the beginning of something much darker. A downward spiral that leads exactly to the place so many people, including his own father, have been warning him about for years. Lost opportunities, damaged relationships, and consequences that keep stacking until they become impossible to escape. That uncertainty is what makes this situation so incredibly intense. Right now, we're not watching a neat ending. We're watching a breaking point for King Harris, for Domani Harris, and for the entire Harris family dynamic. And if even half of what insiders are whispering turns out to be true, then what comes next is going to shock everyone. The second that confrontation video dropped, the internet exploded. This wasn't just another headline about King getting arrested again. This was family business laid bare on camera, raw, unscripted, and happening in real time. Clips of Domani checking his little brother spread like wildfire across every platform. TikTok edits with dramatic music, Twitter threads breaking down every second, YouTube reaction videos dissecting the body language. Within minutes, the whole world had an opinion. And just like that, the internet split cleanly into two passionate sides. Side 1. Domani did exactly what a real big brother should do. A massive wave of support poured in for Domani. People weren't just backing him, they were praising him like a hero. That's real brother energy right there. He didn't embarrass him publicly for clout. He held him accountable with love and facts. This is what tough love actually looks like in 2026. Fans pointed out how impressively calm Domani stayed throughout the entire exchange. No yelling, no emotional meltdown, no turning it into messy reality TV drama. He remained focused, delivered hard truths without exaggeration, and forced the conversation toward accountability. In a world where every conflict seems to escalate into chaos for views, Domani chose discipline and control. That maturity resonated deeply, especially with older fans and parents who have dealt with similar situations in their own families. Some even went further, saying Domani accomplished more in that single calm conversation than years of public warnings from T.I. or anyone else. It felt authentic. It felt necessary. Side 2, King still doesn't get it. But not everyone was impressed. While Domani received praise, King faced heavy scrutiny. The biggest sticking point. Even in that serious moment, he kept joking. He deflected. He didn't fully own the seriousness of the arrest, the broken promise, or the impact on his family and future opportunities. "This is serious. Why is he still laughing?" commenters asked. "He's not learning anything. He's going to end up in a much worse situation if he keeps treating life like content." When people rewatched the clip frame by frame, the contrast in energy became impossible to ignore. Domani, serious, focused, intentional, carrying the weight of someone protecting his own path while trying to save his brother. King, relaxed, joking, almost dismissive, like the whole thing was still just another viral moment rather than a potential turning point. That visible difference said everything without words. The conversation quickly evolved beyond one family drama. It turned into a much larger cultural discussion about accountability versus enablement in families, especially famous ones. Where do you draw the line with someone you love? How many chances are too many? When does support cross into enabling? When is it time to step back and let natural consequences do the teaching? Domani's actions suddenly became a symbol, a real-life example of what happens when someone finally says, "Enough. I love you, but I won't keep watching you self-destruct while risking everything I've built." That hit a raw nerve for millions. So many people watching related personally. They had that one family member, friend, or partner who kept repeating the same mistakes. Eventually, you stop chasing them. You stop making excuses. You protect your peace. Domani's calm but firm stance felt incredibly relatable and powerful. Then the industry started subtly reacting. No direct callouts, that's not how it works in these circles, but the timing was too perfect to ignore. Posts began appearing from artists and public figures. Accountability is love. You can't save someone who refuses to save themselves. Real growth only starts when the excuses stop. Fans instantly connected the dots. They knew exactly who those vague messages were aimed at. Even mainstream media outlets shifted the narrative. Headlines moved from King Harris arrested in Pikachu onesie to Domani holds brother accountable after viral arrest. Suddenly, the focus wasn't solely on King's mistake, it was on the family's response. And Domani emerged as the standout figure in the story. But here's what really has everyone talking: the silence. No official statement from T.I. No big public defense. No attempt to spin or control the narrative like we've seen in the past. That silence is deafening. Fans are interpreting it as T.I. stepping back, letting his sons handle this one internally. After showing up at the scene and confronting officers himself, the quiet now feels heavy, like something bigger is brewing behind closed doors. This quiet is making people view the entire situation differently. When the usual loud voices go silent, it often signals that the real conversations are happening privately, and they might be far more serious than the public clips suggest. Now the internet is locked on one burning question. Is this a genuine turning point, or just another fleeting moment in the cycle? Some believe this is exactly what King needed, a real, unflinching check from someone who loves him but won't enable him. A conversation that forces self-reflection. Others aren't convinced at all. They see the jokes, the deflection, and worry it's the same old pattern dressed up in better lighting. That divide keeps growing stronger because nobody knows what happens next. Just when it seemed like the viral on-camera moment was the climax, a new detail started circulating, quietly at first, then louder and louder. And if it's true, everything we've seen so far might only be the surface level. Insiders claim that the calm, controlled conversation we witnessed wasn't just a brother checking another brother. It was a warning shot, a line being drawn in the sand, possibly a final one. The biggest twist isn't necessarily what Domani said on camera. It's what he allegedly decided afterward. Sources now say Domani is seriously reconsidering every single opportunity involving King moving forward. The tour spot, future collaborations, joint projects, all of it. If that's accurate, this situation just escalated from emotional family drama to something life-altering. Think about it. That tour wasn't some casual invite. It was a real, tangible chance for King to step into a positive, structured environment, rebuild his image, gain industry credibility, and prove he could operate differently. It was a bridge to something legitimate. Now that bridge might be burning, not because of outside forces, not because of the legal system, but because of King's own repeated choices and his brother's response to them. Insiders add another layer that completely reframes the video. Domani wasn't only holding King accountable, he was testing him, testing to see how he would react under real pressure, testing to see if he would finally take things seriously, own his mistakes, and show maturity. If that's the case, then the moment millions watched wasn't just a conversation, it was an evaluation. And based on what played out, opinions remained split. Some saw subtle signs of growth. King stayed in the room. He listened. He didn't storm off or completely shut down. Others saw the opposite: persistent joking, deflection, and a lack of full ownership. If Domani interpreted it the same way, it explains why trust might now be fractured. Because at the end of the day, this isn't only about brotherhood, it's about professionalism, reliability, being someone others can count on in high-stakes environments like tour, studios, and business deals. Right now, that foundation of trust appears damaged. Yet while all of this plays out publicly, one massive factor still hangs over everything: the legal case itself. No matter what Domani decides, no matter how the family dynamic shifts, no matter what the internet debates, the justice system is still watching, still building its case, and still holds the ultimate cards. That unpredictability adds another layer of tension. Depending on how the charges play out, felony drug possession, obstruction, traffic violations, this could either accelerate King's wake-up call or accelerate his downfall. Opportunities could vanish, support could quietly fade, consequences could finally land with full force. Right now, we're not watching a conclusion. We're standing at a crossroads, a pivotal moment where one decision, one reaction, or one court outcome could rewrite the entire trajectory for everyone involved. And here's what keeps the story so wide open. Despite the viral video, the family tension, the online backlash, and the insider rumors, nothing is finalized. No decisions are locked in. No paths are permanently closed. The story is still unfolding in real time. New details could drop. More footage might surface. The legal situation could escalate. Family conversations happening off camera could shift everything overnight. And trust me, the internet will be glued to every single update. Because this stopped being just about a late-night traffic stop and a funny onesie a long time ago. This is now about choices and their consequences, about love that sometimes has to set hard boundaries, about a famous family colliding with very real, very human struggles. So now the real question, ends on you. After everything, the arrest, the calm but brutal confrontation, the internet divide, the silence from T.I., and the high stakes hanging over that tour opportunity, what do you actually believe? Was that moment between Domani and King genuine accountability that could spark real change? Or was it just another dramatic situation destined to fade away like the ones before it? Be honest in the comments. The internet is completely split right now. Some are saying Domani stepped up exactly like a real brother should, saying what everyone else had been thinking for years. Others aren't convinced King learned a thing. They point to the jokes and deflection and worry he still doesn't grasp how serious things have become. Drop your take below. Did Domani go too far or not far enough? Is King finally going to turn things around, or is this the same cycle repeating with better cameras? And if you were in Domani's position, with your own career, reputation, and future on the line, would you still extend that tour opportunity, or would you have to protect what you've built? Because let's be real, that tour, those doors, that entire next chapter, it's all on the line right now. One wrong move from here could change everything for good. If you want more updates on this developing story, and trust me, it is far from over, smash that like button right now. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown when new footage drops, court updates hit, or more insider details leak. Because something tells me the next chapter is going to be even crazier than this one. This isn't over, not even close.